Welcome back to Princess Diaries. And in honor of Black Music Month, we're celebrating sounds, innovators, and trailblazers who continue to shape music around the world. And today, I'm excited to welcome this special guest who's been instrumental in cultivating and elevating house music right here in the Low Country. Joining us today is DJ Norway, the creator of Black People Love House Music, and we definitely do, a movement and platform dedicated to highlighting deep roots, rich history, and a vibrant future of house music within the Black community. As one of Charleston's most respected and well-versed DJs, DJ Norway has built a reputation for bringing people together through rhythm, soul, and unforgettable experience on the dance floor. So I'm very excited to have today DJ Norway. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm so happy that you're here. This is perfect timing. June is Black Music Month, and it's just so many things that I want to cover.
Mhm.
So it's so many different things about you. You do so many, but we're going to talk about music today. So, give me a little bit of background of how you got involved in being a DJ.
Oh man, there's a long story, but then here's the short story. Short story is I've been a proponent of the craft. What I mean by the craft is just like this the culture, the history, the love of music and performing my whole life. Unfortunately, it's because of my father. He's been a DJ majority of my life, well, since I came into this world. And he's been DJing for 39 years, and due to that, I've been around records, around parties, probably when I shouldn't have been around parties, helping him travel and set up his gear, being his roadie, until the point when I turned 14 and I finally got to DJ my own events and start to get paid for it. So I've technically been DJing for almost 22 years.
Wow.
And with all of that knowledge, I try to help as many people in this journey as possible because, you know, things have become so accessible that a lot of the history and the purpose behind the craft is being lost.
Yes.
But that's the short version is I'm very fortunate that my dad's a DJ.
So your dad is he's the MC at
Yes.
the house music. I was like, wait, that's Norway's dad. So I just think that's really cool how y'all are still doing it side by side. So that's a beautiful thing to see. So, you talk about the craft and honing in on the skill. And like I said, you're a well-versed DJ. So what made you lean into house music?
Well, being a well-versed DJ just comes from against the grassroots of what is a DJ. Okay, a DJ is someone who can present anything that I'm hired to do. Okay, and being well-versed in just music in general. But house music specifically, it's a very special thing for me because I grew up with it. And it's because my dad loved house music and he loved disco. And disco is a direct correlation into house music. It birthed that genre when they tried to kill it. But we can go over that history another time. But over the years, especially like once I found myself in Charleston and trying to get to know the people here, understand the culture here, understand like what's here, what's not here, I really did see a gap between who is performing house and dance music and who created and where the history of it comes from. So at first I looked at it as, hey, let me enter these spaces and show them that, hey, we can do this too, and we bring a different aspect to it. So I can help my other boys get in there like Scrib, like Dale, and other homies. But it kind of turned into, let's say, I thought I was doing a good thing, but then they flipped the script on me and I became the token in these establishments, meaning I would play at Trio, I would play at Madison, I would play at all these places, but it would only be me and my people only show up when I'm there.
Right.
Okay. Then I realized that, I'm like your DEI hire.
Yeah.
How they try to say DEI works. And I realized that my contribution to these spaces didn't really help bring my people there.
Right.
Okay.
You have your dress code, and you pretty much can't get in unless you have on a 3-piece suit.
Exactly.
Stacey Adams.
And it's like I had to really come to that realization that if I'm not there, they're not there.
Right.
And I don't want to continuously place myself in an environment that isn't welcoming to people who look like me.
Right.
Okay. Or giving opportunities to more people who look like me and play like me too. So, getting back into it really just came to a place of I just wanted to feel good again, you know?
Mm.
And I wanted to do something that I feel like we needed
Yeah.
at the time, you know? Like there's a plethora of areas that we can listen to the music that we know we fuck with.
Right.
But outside of that, you know, there wasn't a place for dance music in Charleston, at least now.
No, it wasn't until you create the space. And touching back on, like, as far as you say, getting other DJs. One thing, have you ever seen the movie, The Wonderful World of Magical Negroes?
Yes.
Okay, when I saw that movie, it's not what I thought it was going to be, and it made me so angry. But I feel,
Yes.
I was just like, are y'all who greenlit this movie?
Exactly.
But that when you were describing that, that's how I feel a lot of spaces, a lot of white spaces downtown Charleston.
Mhm.
It's like once we have our one magical Negro, but you don't know you're the magical Negro until after.
Man,
And so everyone's looking at you, and it's like, I didn't know. They didn't tell me either. So like, but that's literally the thing. So
Mhm.
like, if you haven't seen the movie, The Wonderful World of Magical Negroes, pretty much it's black people who pacify white people. Like
Pretty
you were
much.
just created to pacify them. Don't upset them. Don't do anything because they had like a meter
Yep.
of where they were uncomfortable at. So yes, anywho, but yeah, so I saw Heartless. He posted a DJ Heartless.
Mhm.
Shout out to what's going on in Charleston. He posted a status and he was saying a lot of the black downtown DJs are trying to get North Charleston. And
Mhm.
in my mind, I thought it was vice versa. So could you speak to maybe why it's like that?
So, unlike our establishments, like in North Ashley, you know, everywhere else around Charleston, downtown, the owners are very like controlling over the sound. Okay,
Mm,
like unless you're me, Sparkbox, or TJ Dollar Menu,
yeah,
they will not let you play what you want to play
man.
because just like all the other comments that we're familiar with, like, oh, you know, it's a little bit too dark in here, or hey, they want some more house, or
See.
hey, they want some more pop. Like, there's this emphasis of control that these owners want over
Mhm.
their establishment because they're gearing themselves to create an establishment to make them money off of commercialism first. Okay,
Right.
not culture,
Right.
commercialism.
Mhm.
And commercialism is acceptable, it's easy digestible. So when you're going to like Zora and you hear the house music in there, they play that music because it's easy to create an ambiance
Right.
where you can just buy whatever clothes that you want from that store. They're trying to do the same thing with every establishment down there.
Yeah.
And a lot of the DJs are kind of just sick of it, you know? Especially DJs of color.
And that's the thing, when you're that's the point, to bring people to the dance floor and
Mhm.
doing what you do best. Like, I never felt comfortable telling somebody what to do. Like, my only thing, please don't play no R. Kelly. But besides that, do whatever it is that you want to do.
Very true.
So yeah, so all right, so this leads into the my next thing
Mhm.
I want to get to. So whenever this is going to drop. But anyway, earlier in the month, I saw that they're opening the Palma Day Club in
Oh, yeah.
Charleston. And when I saw the marketing, it was very white. And
White.
quite white. And then it was just like house music. And I was confused because like
Mhm.
I'm anything about me, like I love history. I'm a historian. I will watch documentaries all day. And
Mhm.
I just know things. And one of my favorite type of histories is black history.
Mhm.
And knowing that black and brown people created house music, but the flyer did not reflect that. So when I made the post, and it was so funny,
Mhm.
I sat on, like, I posted on TikTok, but I sat on it because you saw it on TikTok, you sent it to me, and
Yep.
after when I was like, okay, because I mean that's your world, and when
Oh,
I saw
yeah.
you agree with what I was saying, I was like, okay, then I felt comfortable to post it on Instagram because I know my Instagram has more followers than TikTok. Please follow me on TikTok. Anyway,
Follow her on TikTok, please.
but yeah, so just having that confirmation made me feel like I wasn't crazy
No.
and that I was seeing this. And then you have a lot of people in the comments, which I get, and
Mhm.
we'll get to that too. The I don't want. Well, why you want to be somewhere you're not included? And that's not the point. That's not the point. So let's dive into the first half because it's a lot. So like, just the include the purpose being
Yes.
purposely left out and not included. So
I want people to realize that a lot of these things are, some of it is intentional,
Yeah.
okay? Other things are unintentional because of who you hired to do the job,
Correct.
okay? In a lot of cases, it's intentional. And that intentionality is we are trying to market to a type of person. And when you market to a type of person, you show them in the images, you show them in the promotions, the reels, the videos. You ran a campaign towards that person. For example, and I talked to my wife about this too. There are so many places in this city that does Pilates, bar, all these other like workout things that are geared towards women. Okay, but I guarantee you, in most of the flyers, you're gonna see white women across the whole board. And guess what? When you go into the classes, you see white women in every class. Okay, and it's because it's done intentionally. It's easier for you to enter a space if you see yourself there. Okay,
Yes.
it's easier for you to engage with either content, food, drinks, or any establishment if you just say, hey, there's a Black person in the flyer. Okay,
I
or
feel included.
and it's like this level of it's like this level of inclusion is not optional these
No.
days, okay? Especially when you're in South Carolina. There's a difference if you were like in Kentucky and there are like maybe 4 Black people there.
Right.
But but like in South Carolina, Charleston, when we were imported into the city,
The Gullah Geechee court.
we are here heavy.
We been
okay?
Been ya.
We built this.
Like,
okay, and as a South Carolina like native, like South Carolina is my home. All right, I grew up here. Okay, my people originated from here. Okay, we ain't go far, but we helped build this. We helped cultivate this. So a lot of it is intentional because who's in control of the narrative, who's performing the marketing. Okay, it's not Andre, it's not me, it's not you, it's someone who is in that industry, and I bet that person is a white face.
And the marketing room is filled with white people. And that's the thing, when you're doing these things and you're having these conversations and you're doing whatever. Like at one point when I was working social media for a company, I would always be like, where's the Black people? Like, hello, Negro here. I too am looking for other Negroes. But like, it's the thing, but it's like, when it's not your reality, you don't think about it. So that goes into the next thing. So like a lot of people were saying, well, why are you fighting to be included? And it's like, that's not the point.
Yes, exactly.
Like the point is like you were saying, it's 2026.
Mm-hmm.
And why are we not including Black people? Like when I saw the marketing, everything was just nothing but white people. And it's just like, of course, once it opened, they had the cameras on like the 4 Black people who were there. But
little sprinkles of pepper.
Right, the sprinkles of pepper. But it's things like this where it's just intentional. And like I said, it's not about wanting to be included. It's not that. This is 2026. Why is it just not a thing? Why are you having, this is more for the marketing team. Why, when you send your marketing team full of all white people and it doesn't dawn on you that I don't see any Black people here?
A lot of it, I think, is because they don't believe in the Black buying power.
Yeah.
Especially like when we show up, okay?
Ooh.
And we can't even say that Black people don't spend money to go and have these experiences. We have events throughout the year that's 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 bucks. And we show up and we have a great time every time.
And buy drinks.
Okay. And still buy drinks. Okay, so your bar is happy, the people who threw the event is happy, the establishment's happy. So why are we not even looked at as a revenue stream for your businesses? Okay, I think a lot of it is because, like in the world of marketing, when I say the word commercialism, okay, I say it in the way that I am targeting things that don't make you think about your situation, okay? So Palma, at this point, has really targeted a commercial audience, okay? The marketing was geared towards white passing people, okay? The lineup that was selected, which I don't care what anyone has to say about this, okay? This is my words. If y'all don't want to ever hire me, that's cool. But how do y'all not have no person of color on your lineup? And y'all probably said, well, we have someone who's Spanish. That's still a white passing Spanish or Latino person, okay? I'm talking about you don't have any black people of any descent, Nigerian. We have a lot of individuals who are heavily talented in this space who are making waves, okay? You can't look at Zach. You couldn't look at Katra. You couldn't look at Austin, who's going to be here this weekend for a High Tide Festival. You couldn't look at any of the phenomenal black female DJs or POCs. You can't even get an Asian woman down here.
But when you don't look for it, you're not going to find it. When you're not looking for it.
Yeah, but that's the thing when I say like that idea of commercialism, okay, it takes the culture, it takes the political activism, and it takes the soul, okay, out of whatever that thing is, okay? Yeah. House music is political, it's always been political, okay? House music is ingrained in soul, okay? It's about not just the black experience, it's about the LGBTQ plus experience.
Yes.
It's about the Latino experience,
yes.
okay? Because we were all in there together when we were forced underground, okay?
Yes. And you were brown, that was it.
And we still technically are pushed in that position to this day. So, yeah,